Good evening, good day, good afternoon, good morning. Atticus Prime back again with another HADO video, and this time I'm gonna take a step back and to look at one of their events from last December. Now this is the World Cup from December 2019 that took place in Tokyo, Japan. Now I'm not going to cover the entire tournament, of course. It's just to due to time. I'm going to basically jump into the quarterfinals and the finals, and this episode is just going to be the part A of the quarterfinals, where we have two teams who have made it this far. Well, of course, you had a series of teams, but these are the first two teams that made it this far into the quarterfinals. And on the red side, we're going to start with Wacha people, and they are going to be going up against the blue team, which is known as or going by the name of Whatcha Gunna people. Now, my Japanese is it's a little bad. I guess you could say borderline and non-existent, but I'm perfected it. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. We're gonna learn. We're gonna get better at this. But dude, it's when it comes to athleticism and creativity and being a part of something that you love, I mean, the language is universal. So let's just jump into it, and here we go. Now, starting off, we're gonna see how this takes off. Now, matches last about 80 seconds, and as you can see, I mean, it's 80 seconds of just cardio because you're running back and forth across this court, and you're basically trying to knock out all of the target petals that are located on the opposing team. Now, once you knock out those petals, you get a point, and whichever team has the higher score at the end of 80 seconds, they, win the match. Now, if there is a draw at the end of the match, there's what they call an overtime. I call it sudden death because it's more kind of like sudden death, but they call it overtime, where basically whichever team scores the next point within that overtime amount of time, you are the winner of the match. Now, as you can see, red team is putting up the shields, and they are basically trying to control the field of play of What You Gonna people. Watcha people are just, I mean, utilizing their shields as properly as can, and just using excellent movement for their bobbing and weaving to get away from the projectiles coming in from What You Gonna people and score right now. I mean, it's already just going back and forth, and we're gonna see exactly like who's gonna take it, who has it, right? And it looks like it's a draw. Like I said, here we go, overtime. Now, they call it overtime. I think it's more like sudden death, but whatever. It's pretty cool. So, like I said, this whoever scores the next point is gonna win, and basically it's gonna be complete chaos, and they're just throwing plasma, throwing energy balls. It's just gonna be all out like chaos, because look, bingo, What You Gonna people, they were down, they tied it up, they came back in the sudden death, the overtime, sorry, and took it for the first game. And now this is gonna be a best out of, I believe it's best out of three. And best out of three, if you win two games, that's it, you got it. So Watcha people is already trying to avoid the onslaught from What You Gonna people, and What You Gonna people just keep, like, I mean, they started off with 4 down in the first one, and this one, I mean, it's kind of going the same way, but wow, look at the movement on Watcha people. Even though they still got knocked out, they are still utilizing the court, and What You Gonna people is applying the pressure with these shields and controlling that field of play. And it's just insane how like they can utilize that small space when they have it, and just be able to just move in and out, bob and weave, and get away from everything that's happening. Wow. I mean, it is super intense, and look, Watcha people is just pounding them and just trying to catch up. Oh, just tied up the score. Now let's see if they can really take it. They just took the lead. Watcha people looks like they're gonna take this one. So basically it's just other chaos, and they're just trying to go all out. They have little time left, a little bit under 10 seconds maybe, but it is super pandemonium, and I'm super crazy about it because, dude, It is so crazy. Like, how can you not love or enjoy augmented reality? And it just looks like what you got people just took it. Man, at the last second, they were able to take the win 6-4 in the first match. I mean, the second match, sorry, just to take the win. Now, this is part A. I'm going to basically come back with another one because I have the quarterfinals and the semifinals and of course the finals to cover. And man, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I do, and I just can't wait to show you more. Spartacus Prime once again, and I hope to see you again later.